evolutionary programming is so interesting. And what I mean by this is that we evolved not to survive 6 years or 10 years from now. We evolved to learn how to survive until tomorrow, learned how to survive in long enough time to procreate and to raise babies. And then you would die of infection, of starvation, of trauma, and all those kinds of things. This is kind of our Paleolithic ancestors. So it's very difficult to get humans in the mindset of longevity, in quotes, right? And that's not my favorite word for various reasons, which I'll talk about here. But in essence, trying to shift our focus on not dying tomorrow, which is kind of our ego-driven way of living, is a very difficult one for most people. It doesn't really happen until some sort of financial or socioeconomic or social comfort, really. And I acknowledge that it's very difficult. And if you think about this thousands of years ago when the Buddha came, this is the kind of the first time, with agrarian revolutions and people living on farms, that's when really religion and philosophy really came about, because people had more time really to do these kinds of things, rather than just survive until the next day. But our minds they really haven't caught up to our Paleolithic times, because this is for hundreds of thousands of years, whether it's Homo sapien or Homo before that, whatever Homo we were, with the after the Homo thing, it's Homo sapien, Homo erectus, et cetera, et cetera. And so for me, when I think about this, I'm always trying to reprogram our biology and think about things more long-term. This is something that I have to do personally as well. So I'm not immune to this. And what we talk about in health optimization medicine is longevity in a way, but we're really looking at optimizing your health between 21 and 30 years of age. That's when you're more optimized to do the things that you want to do: procreate, fight, be more resilient, wake up the next day without a hangover if you're drinking, those kinds of things. Although alcohol's not something that we recommend for obvious reasons. But longevity without health span is like asking a genie for a wish, but then saying that you want eternal life, but forgetting you want eternal youth. So there's actually a Greek mythology. This is something that Dr. Ted talks about in his lectures. And so I'm always very emphatic with my patients. Let's shift the conversation from what's really keep you alive to how can we optimize your health over the long term? And sometimes we need to give them help along the way. Sometimes we need to get supplementation or various kinds of interventions that can really help them along this path to getting there and feeling like there is a possibility for longevity. And that could be easy for some people. It could be difficult for others. And there's certainly more interest in longevity and health span now than there ever has been, which is great. But just remember that your brain, your monkey mind, of which you have 70,000 thoughts per day on average, is not really set up to help you survive long-term. It's there to help you fulfill your urges now, whether that's sex, food, scrolling on your phone, yelling at somebody, or whatever it might be. These are urges that we all have. Our minds are crazy places, so please don't believe everything you think. And it's difficult to reprogram that. So meditation can be helpful, mindfulness practice, exercise is good, taking walks is a great ways to kind of clear your mind. But reprogramming it over time does take time. So my, emphasis in this video is that know that your mind is working like everybody else's. But if we can just focus more on the long term and work with somebody like a health optimization medicine practitioner to optimize your health right now, you can extend your health span and extend your longevity and hopefully make them equal. And that is called morbidity compression, which means that at the end of your life, you're healthy and then you rapidly die, whenever that is, hopefully an old age. Have a great day.